Vince McMahon is an idiot. Vince McMahon is truly a definition of a moron. 2017 creates a brand split between Raw and SmackDown. That lasted, what, a year? Because then you got Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views. That wasn't stupid enough, because SmackDown pay-per-views, actually, I get the feeling that Vince did this only because Raw was sucking so hard. But no, it wasn't as bad because we have SmackDown and Raw together when they're supposed to be feuding each other. No. We have the wild card rule. It basically says that any superstar from Raw and SmackDown can appear on both shows. You mean like how it was before, dummy? Vince McMahon has said, "I'm a genius. I'm brilliant." Says the guy whose company and business is losing 1 million viewers. Yeah, WWE has lost, over the past year, WWE itself has lost 1 million viewers. It's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant! Create stupid crap and think you to yourself that it's good. 'Cause that's what I see Vince doing. I see him doing it as he's seeing it, as he thinks we'll see it, if that makes sense. He sees the script and thinks how we will react. Yeah. That crown jewel, or as I should call it, the event that should not be named, given this to Brock Lesnar. Yeah, he lost it very quickly at WrestleMania. But still, this is not smart. Let's see other moves that he's brilliant. Putting Rey Mysterio and Samoa Joe in a match at WrestleMania. Let's see, I have it with me. For this, the United States Championship. 58 seconds. I said this before with Nakamura and Hardy. Why would you give this all-important championship a squash match, and especially why would you give it a squash match at WrestleMania? Vince, you are a billionaire. You own a $1 billion company. Yet you can't see that fans are hating the show. They're complaining. I mean, for so many times, you've actually had to mute and edit the audio. You did not admit this, but listen to this, folks. Backlash 2017 or 2018, I believe. Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns. Main event, fans were leaving during the match. I'm not kidding. Fans were leaving during the main event of a pay-per-view. Look, I'm not going to tell you how to run your business, because I'm not going to say you've been doing it well on your own. Vince, somewhere along the line, you got lost in somewhere. It's time, in my opinion, Vince, for you to step away from being in part of the script. Hire good writers. Hire, I don't know, get Finley, get the Road Dogg, get former WWE superstars to work on the frickin' script. Vince, all I want from you is to step away from production. Stick to being a chairman of the board. Do stuff that's outside the company. Don't be directly involved with script, with any of that. Because Vince, the only good thing, oh God, 2019 has definitely been a better year than 2018 was for the WWE. But that's not saying much. since I get the fact you don't want war to be chanted on your show, but Viking Raiders, that's just a double phrasing of the word. A Viking is a raider. Viking Experience we hated, but I'm glad you at least turned that into the name of their finisher. Lacey Evans, you're finally doing something with her about frickin' time. Getting a title. I wouldn't say she deserves the title match. Charlotte Flair, just keep her away from the belts. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, WWE. Just because her last name is Flair, we need her to hold the frickin' championship 16 frickin' times. Let me make this clear. Charlotte Flair is boring. I don't care if there's diehard Charlotte fans who will disagree with me. In my personal opinion, Charlotte Flair is boring, boring. Because she has no character. Her whole thing is she's just Ric Flair minus this. She's just Ric Flair as a woman. That's the whole gimmick behind Charlotte Flair. Even her name, originally she was just called Charlotte. Then they've just added the word name Flair for no reason. Speaking of NXT call-ups, Ricochet and Aleister Black, and even somewhat Lars Sullivan, the only one of 6 call-ups you made that are doing anything. Heavy Machinery, haven't seen them in a freaking long time. They lost. I believe they won only one of their matches on the main roster. Nikki Cross having a match on Raw after 4 weeks apparently. How do you screw up NXT's Twisted Sister? And oh, let's not forget the guy who was buried right when he got on TV. EC3. The only undefeated 2-time heavyweight champion of the world in TNA history. What happens to him on one of his only appearances on Monday Night Raw on the ring? Gets chokeslammed through the stage and you just drop him in main event. A show that I'm positive not a lot of people watch. Why didn't you call up EC3 after what? 1 month on NXT? I still love the WWE, but in my opinion, you want good story, good professional wrestling, good just everything. Look this show up on the internet. MLW. It is by far the greatest professional wrestling company in a long damn time. Take it from me, and take it from the fans who've seen this, because there's something they got that Vince McMahon will never have again. The Hart Foundation. They got Davey Boy Smith Jr., son of the late great British Bulldog. One of the strongest men in the wrestling business. They got Brian Pillman Jr. Brian Pillman, one of the greatest classic cruiserweights and high flyers of WCW. One of the most lunatic, the original true loose cannon of WWE. And Teddy frickin' Hart. This dude is undoubtedly the most talented wrestler in the world today, at least in the top 10. Also, here's a name for you. Von Erich. If you do not know the name Von Erich in wrestling, look it up. It is one of the most, if not the most prestigious wrestling families in the world of Texas, in the world of professional wrestling. So for this video, I just needed to make this fast.